heavy buckets. Clutch time.
Tyler Herro, what a finisher he's become.
Oladipo. Oh, that's right. You better mean mug after you dunk on somebody that way.
Gonna run it down. He goes with it. Adebayo for the win.
Yeah! Welcome to the 5 Reasons Sports Post Game Show, aka the Post Up on 5R. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, and with me tonight I have my boy Gadiel Cartagena and my boy, member of the Kane Game, one of the 5 Reasons Sports supervillains, my boy Threat. Listen, y'all know who they are, the people who y'all love to hate. And he damn sure one of them. So, fellas, tonight, the Heat got a 117-105 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, a team that they had not won a game against this season. And it was one of those games where it's like, yeah, we won, and we put them away in the second half. But they are fucking annoying. And I said that shit on my timeline. It's like, look, the Heat would win this series if they played them, but it'll be an annoying-ass series to play. And yeah, they beat them in 5. But it'll be an annoying-ass series. And I think Adam Barrett, kind of encapsulated best way. He was like, this is the best matchup for Miami in the first round. And that just speaks to the credit of the strength of the Eastern Conference. But, Gadiel Cartagena, we'll start with you. What were your thoughts on tonight's game, bro?
I was happy with the way that the game went. Listen, they had a really ugly stretch in the second quarter, but outside of that, this team was far and away better than the Cleveland Cavaliers. I didn't think the Heat played a perfect game. There was some very, very rocky moments into this game. And some Victor Oladipo getting integrated and whatever it may be, Kyle Lowry not wanting to play basketball, but ultimately they figured it out, and they didn't have a perfect game. They were still the better team against a team they should have beat. I was happy with it, man. Bam played great. We could talk about Bam, prime Dwight Howard all night, because that's how he played tonight. He was unbelievable. You got Jimmy, who actually figured out a way he put this game away. It was ugly. It was not pretty. The back downs and whatever it may be, the spacing that there was at the end of the game. It was kind of disgusting, but they got the job done. So I'm not going to complain about that. Herro just pretty much keeping us afloat through the entire game. It seems like he's getting really comfortable doing that. Strus coming in and giving you a spark. And then Depot playmaking a little bit. Actually passing the ball to Bam. Crazy. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen people pass the ball to Bam like that. People look to create for Bam in the pick and roll. So wow. Was showing you some flashes there at the end. That got me excited too. Listen, we can talk about Depot later, but he's moving well. It's unbelievable, right? You would think that passing the ball to one of your best players is a good idea, but this team forgets how to do that so much, because when they start the games, they rely on 2 of PJ Tucker and Duncan Robinson. No disrespect, they are not Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Kyle Lowry. But that's all for now.
That might be better than Kyle Lowry. Threat, give me your thoughts on the game tonight, my boy.
Man, we saw a great bounce back game from the guy I slaughtered last game, Bam Chamberlain. I loved how many easy buckets Bam got, man. And like Gad was saying, people were actually looking for Bam tonight. I don't remember the last time he had that many easy dunks right under the basket. You know what I'm saying? So it was a great, efficient game from Bam. I love what I saw. Dominated at every facet of the game. I think he had, 17 boards? I mean, just
something like
absolute that, yeah. 30 and 17.
An absolute monster tonight. Kyle Lowry.
We're getting to the smoke already?
He's a super villain, Gaddy.
We're 4 minutes in.
He's a super villain, Gaddy.
Listen.
Emphasis on super.
I don't know if Kyle Lowry is trying to get his cardio in. I would suggest that he goes to his local LA Fitness and use a Stairmaster if he plans on just running around and doing nothing. Just a whole lot of vibes from Kyle Lowry the last 2 games. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because we won today, but if we lost, I would have cooked him. But Herro, great performance from Herro. Strus, he was definitely loose tonight, and I definitely love what I saw from Jimmy and the defense in that third quarter. We saw a little death lineup in that third quarter that really sparked something for them boys.
Yes, indeed. I kind of want to talk about that because I saw a couple of death lineups. I saw a semblance of a defensive death lineup out there for Miami that looked kind of nice with Depot out there. But thank you, Jose Martinez. I don't know if I said that right. What's the Josue? Thank you, Josue Martinez, for the 199. Don't know. He said, "Rest PJ, man. Getting cooked lately. Also can't shoot." That's a very interesting topic to bring up. Let's dive into it a little bit. We'll talk about PJ tonight. Let's talk about PJ first. I know we got a lot of good to get to, mostly Bam and all that, but I want to be well-rounded tonight. And PJ, this is kind of him stringing together a couple of games where he's looking like this. I'll start with you. Are you at this point looking for opportunities to get PJ some rest?
Yeah, I actually brought it up on the stream last game. I feel like we need to rest PJ because defensively he doesn't look as sharp, but more importantly, we know the defense is gonna get there. That's PJ Tucker's. That's who he is. He's a defensive guy. Yeah. But as far as the 3-point shot, I brought up the stats last game. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but he's been struggling as of late. I think it was the last 5 games he's been shooting under 25% from the 3-point line. Yeah, it's been rough. He's had a rough stretch. And as far as the last 15 games, the 10 games even before the last 5, he was shooting around 33%. So we're seeing kind of water reach his level with PJ Tucker. And I don't know if it's legs. I don't know if it's fatigue. I don't know what it is with him. But right now, the shot isn't falling. He had another rough night tonight, 1 for 6 and 0 for 4 from 3. Just get him some rest. Hopefully with Morris potentially coming back, we can afford that luxury to give him some rest. But right now, I just think we need to focus on him getting the rest. I know we want our 5 to play together, and we want those minutes and the cohesiveness to happen. But I think getting him well rested is a better option right now. And I just think we should just pump the brakes a little bit because he's had no real backup practically all season, man. I mean, Caleb comes in, he does his thing, but we're having him bang down low night in and night out. I think he just deserves some rest at this point. So I think that's our best bet. Just give him some rest for this last playoff push and get him ready for the big, 16 that we need to win.
Yeah, so I agree with your overarching point that we need to get him some rest. I also really like the point that you made about I just lost it. Fuck it. We'll go to Gadiel Cartagena. Damn, it was a good one too, bro. Like, it's a great point. But go ahead, Gad. I might think of it. If I interrupt you, then so be it. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think PJ.
My fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, he hasn't had a backup 4. Like, you look at tonight, who was the backup 4? Max Strus. I mean, that's not a sustainable thing to do.
I got it. But no, when you're talking about how they want to get cohesion between the 5-man unit, I think PJ Tucker is the type of player who can play in any unit. They're comfortable with him in any unit. His job on offense is minimal. Like, he's a piece that can be replaced in the starting lineup, and it's still kind of like those other guys are the ones who need to get that cohesion. Bam, Jimmy, Kyle, like Duncan, those guys need to work on being together. PJ, you can just slot him in. But I'm sorry, go ahead, Gad. That's the point that I want.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, you want to try to get cohesion, but at the same time, like, PJ literally fits with anybody. He's he's like the consummate role player that he will just do whatever it is that you need. And we've seen that time and time again this season. I'm not too worried about 3-point shooting of PJ. I think, like Threat said, water reaching its level. Like, he wasn't going to shoot 47%, 45% from 3 on the entire season. We know this. Like, PJ Tucker, he's had some really good shooting seasons, but he's not going to be the single most efficient shooter in the NBA when he's taking a 3. But I think he'll be fine from 3. The thing that I was worried about in the first half was his defense. I think defensively, there was a moment he closed out on Kevin Love, and he got beat to the rim. You know how hard it is to do that in the year of 2022? And it happened, right? But he ended up turning it on. He had some moments where he actually did a really good job at staying in front of Garland in the second half. So I think PJ needs rest, but at the same time, I'm not too worried about him. It's just I'm more so worried about our teams going to change the way that they defend him, because it looks like they're playing that corner a little bit tighter. He has to rush his shots a little bit more. They're not as wide open as they were earlier in the season, for whatever it may be. Maybe they just know that PJ, hey, he's kind of an offensive option now. He's still getting to that floater. That works. I like that floater. Just keep that in between game a little bit. But Yeah, I'm worried to see how teams defend him, because if a team like the Bucks starts sagging off all the way and you have two people in the paint always waiting for Jimmy Butler in the paint, it's going to be a little bit more dicey. So we need that shot to fall. Not too worried about it, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right. He's like one of the few things that isn't an extreme positive tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah, so there's like a combination of things that you guys were talking about in terms of like PJ like reaching his level of sorts in the way that teams are starting to defend him from their corner. I think PJ shot well when we needed him to shoot extremely well. Like, and that's when we were missing everybody. Now with everybody back, we don't need 47% PJ Tucker. You know what I mean? We just need mid to high 30s PJ Tucker and very productive defensive PJ Tucker, which is around where he is now. It's just he's tired. In order for him to be able to play that way for us, for him to be able to play that way for an elongated stretch like we're going to need in the playoffs, we're going to have to get him some rest at the end of this regular season. We're fine in terms of seeding or the 1 seed for now for a game or two. Let's get to some more people. Jimmy Butler, the motherfucker took the game over in the third quarter. Like, he played like shit in the first half, but in the third quarter, he just like, okay, I'm playing the Cavaliers. And so he did Jimmy Butler things. What was the most impressive part of Jimmy Butler's third quarter? We can just talk about his second half because essentially that's the only part of the game they played any damn way.
Yeah, definitely the defensive aspect. I mean, he single-handedly took the game over in that second half just on defense alone. Also, man, him getting to the free throw line 12 times, he's getting back in that bag. I saw them try to throw different defensive looks on him, throw those bigger guys on him. Everybody, says that's the way you defend Jimmy Butler is with a bigger defender. He just took those guys to town, man, got to the free throw line with ease. Just because they're taller than him doesn't mean much. They still got to play D. And he got the whistle pretty frequently. I just wish, he got a little bit more when he goes to these post-ups, I wish guys knew where to fill in on the court a little bit better.
Please.
It was very clunky and very weird spacing on the floor whenever we go to those post-up plays. I think we just need to get a little bit more reps or maybe practice what we should do when Jimmy Butler has those plays. Guys are just floating around the rim. I literally saw Bam and PJ on top of each other. Hopefully they figure something out, and hopefully, Bam and him could get a little bit more, gain a little bit more chemistry on the pick and roll and just basic sets anyways. But he thrived tonight, man. He was what we needed tonight. We really missed his presence last game, and we felt it last game, and we felt it this game, his presence on the floor. So I love what I saw from Jimmy on both ends of the court.
Yeah, you talk about two big turnovers that he got, like back-to-back steals on those possessions that were pretty big. But yeah, I agree with you about the spacing around Jimmy when he goes into that post-up area. It seems like nobody knows what the hell they're supposed to be doing. Want to thank my boy Voodoo Visions for the 1999 dono. Appreciate you, big dog. He said, man, I can't wait for Vic to start getting his offense back. Low-key night for him. Great on defense and getting his feet wet on offense. Price of the brick is outrageous. Yes, indeed. I'll let the boy Twan, the man with the calculator, man. He said, on the same note, Dedmon, PJ, and Caleb need some rest before playoff. Dedmon going to get plenty of rest if he keep fouling people in 14 games. He's going to be sitting down half the game anyway. He played less minutes tonight than he would in a playoff game because he found out.
I don't know about all that. It really depends on the matchup. Like, outside of Embiid, I don't know how many minutes he's playing against good teams.
Max in any game, he's getting 15 minutes. Max.
Yeah.
But he played 14 minutes tonight, is what I'm saying. But since Voodoo Visions gave us $20 to talk about Vic, that's what the fuck we finna do. Let's talk about Victor Oladipo. Oh, wait, Gad, I didn't let you talk about Jimmy yet. My bad. Go ahead, talk about Jimmy.
So with Jimmy, I can really keep it quick here. Defensively, like, you see him, I think he thrives against these offenses that are either subpar or if they have one really, really good option, which tonight was Darius Garland, who's one hell of a playmaker. If your offense relies on one player and you know where the playmaking is going to come from, Jimmy Butler will eat you alive somehow. He as the game goes on, he just starts to understand what passes teams make in routine fashion, and he makes it very, very easy. He'll just poke the ball away. So he did that tonight. Like, those two steals that he had in the third quarter, that was just him knowing exactly what the Cavs wanted to get to. Boom, 2 steals, 4 points, game changes right there. And then the Heat are pretty much untouchable at that point. And then offensively, like Threat said, just calming people down, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line was absolutely huge. Had a few shots that I didn't really love, like that he took a one-legged fade in like the corner or something. I don't care if it's.
My God.
It could be. I'd rather get a shot clock violation if I'm being completely honest with you.
Oh,
Just like don't take the shot. Like just like hold the ball. Think about what you were about to do. Let it sink in for a little bit. Like resonate. Maybe get mad at yourself. Maybe call timeout and take yourself out of the game. But just don't take that shot. We're not gonna take that. That's not what this team should be doing. But yeah, no, I like Jimmy's game tonight. It's really good to have him back. You see his impact on both ends of the floor, like Threat said. He's Jimmy. We got a good Jimmy game tonight. This is what Jimmy looks like for the Miami Heat.
Yeah, one thing, Corbs for the 499 don't know. He said watching Duncan get hunted on defense is a playoff problem. Spoelstra needs to be quicker on the trigger, benching his ass when the defense is bad. Look, bro, like Duncan didn't really play. He wasn't bad. He wasn't terrible tonight. Like he was
just stupid at times.
Yeah, like it just happened. He just got a bunch of quick fouls, like he customarily does, but he didn't play much. And then in the second half, he got a stint that he wouldn't customarily get. So he got a stint in the second half that kind of boosted him up 24 minutes. But the leash is pretty short on Duncan at this point in time. But I want to get back to the Victor Oladipo conversation because to be perfectly honest, he gave us more money. I already read that one. Manny a little slow on the tape. Now we got my man Manny Chang in the background tonight, ladies and gentlemen. One of the OG DJs that we have on the show. So we want to appreciate my boy Manny for a little bit. But he said, great night for the Heat. Good defense in third quarter turns as our strength today. Yeah, but the second quarter was the new third quarter. That shit was terrible. Let's talk about Victor Oladipo and the way that he's been integrating himself. I think you mentioned it a little bit, Gad. Vic has been moving well. Like in terms of how he looks moving, Vic looks good moving the ball, moving his body. But I think that we're starting to see where there could be some work done. Like the minutes between him and Herro were a bit clunky. I think primarily that was because he had him, Herro, and Lowry out on the court. I think you mentioned this in the Paces and Spaces, where they had them all out in the same time. But yeah, I agree 100%. But yeah, talk about what Vic has been doing, what you've seen, what you like today, and what are some of the things that we could possibly build on from what we looked at.
Yeah, so just really quick, what like stands out is what I like. I really like what Vic's been able to do defensively. I think his rotations for just being 3 games in, he looks really crisp. Like he doesn't miss a beat in terms of defense, right? And then on-ball defense, I mean, he's got length, he's got quickness, he has a decent athleticism that he isn't using at all times because he's still moving a little bit tentatively. But there were some moments later on in that game where he really started to move like himself, and he started to look pretty damn good. So, like, the 2 plays that stand out are the 2 that he passed the ball to Bam. Just he knows he has the quickness where he's going to get by the guard. You said what?
PG-1 shit.
It's true. It's true. Like, we haven't seen this PG-1 shit that we saw from Depot tonight, right? Like, you don't have Lowry. He's not really, like, breaking down the defender off the dribble and then going so quick that the big has to come and help off instantly. Like, Mobley was not even second-guessing helping off because he understands who Victor is. He was understanding how quick Depot's first step is and how quickly he can get to the rim. So Vic understood that, played with a little pace, and hit Bam 2 times in the paint, in the dunker spot. That's a really big deal because if you can get Bam active, especially against a mobile, shot-blocking big that is Evan Mobley, then that's going to go a long way in the playoffs. So if you're finding someone in Vic that I think fits really well with Bam, it's a matter of who else does he fit well with. I think a lineup that will work is going to be Tyler, Vic, Caleb, Bam. I don't give a shit who the 4th player is on the floor. You can put Strus, you can put Duncan, you can put Kyle. Not Jimmy. You can't put Jimmy. You can throw Gabe in there if you want.
You can't put Kyle in there. I don't really want Kyle in there.
Well, the thing is, I think from the first half to the second half, what Kyle understood and what he started to do, because they kind of sprung that run a little bit when they had him there.
He gave the ball to Vic.
He started giving the ball to Vic, and he was pushing the ball. They weren't getting into their offense with 16, 15, 14 seconds left. They were getting into their offense with 20 seconds. So it was, okay, we're going against a slightly scrambled defense. We can get 2 actions in, and then we can see if we can get somebody downhill. And it was really, really easy for everybody. So I think there's going to be something there. The Vic, Tyler, Bam lineups are something that I'm really, really looking forward to. Especially because the fact that Vic can get downhill and Tyler can get downhill too, but I really like Tyler playing off of someone who can get downhill. That's why I like Tyler with Jimmy. I like Tyler with aggressive Bam. And now Tyler with Vic. I think it's gonna be nice. I'm excited for Vic. Like, I'll say give it like 5 more games to see how we're really feeling, but we might see like a pretty good Victor Oladipo by the end of the season.
You damn Skippy, we gonna see him on our way to the fucking championship. Go ahead, tell me what you tell me what you saw from Vic.
Yeah, Gab basically killed that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He was right on the money on all his points. The playmaking ability we saw from Vic tonight, getting Bam the ball, was things that I love to see. Things that I didn't like to see was his 3-point shot not falling the way that I was hoping it would. I'm hoping
He hit one though, ain't he?
Nah, I think he went
he
0
hit
for 3
the
from
ugliest pull-up jumper I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was the LA Fitness jumper.
Yeah, he just has to get his legs under him, and kind of get that flow back into his game. But I do want to see him shoot better with the catch and shoot opportunities that will be displayed to him with Tyler Herro beating guys off the dribble. I do like the lineups that we did see, especially in that third quarter. I feel like the defensive opportunity that we have with Vic on the floor can really be nasty. So I'm excited to see how he puts things together. I'm just hoping for that shot to fall, and then the rest is history because the playmaking is already there.
Yeah, I just want to see them run about 8-9 Vic Bam pick and rolls when they're on the floor together.
We're gonna score 16 to 18 points.
just use it. Spam that simple ass action, and I guarantee you're gonna find out just how fast Victor Oladipo is. Want to thank my man John Mullen for the $4.99 dono. He said Robinson's 50% from 3. Oh my God. And still scored on 10 points for the game. Shaking my head. Can we be done with this contract? No, we cannot be. He is here for the rest of the season. We will talk only factually about Duncan Robinson. No ill will about no pontificating about where he should be. He's here. He played.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Want to thank my man. Hold on, we got one more Manny. The $1.99. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Voodoo Vision, for the $1.99. Don't know. He said Vic played like 17 minutes tonight. All I'm saying, hey,
moving on up, baby.
That's 17, 19, 38. Let's go. We're on our way.
Let's kind of stick on this a little bit because we were all thinking earlier in the season like where these minutes were going to come from, and now we see clear as day where these minutes are going to come from. RP to the man Gabe, man. Like, it's just my boy Gabe.
Oh, well.
Yeah, like it is what it is. But like I said, after game 1, like Vic has shown us more than enough in this little stint to be like the ceiling is higher if he gets right. So it's kind of like you put him in there and you rock with that. But before we get too deep into the show, which we are already 23 minutes in, my apologies. Want to make sure we thank the primary sponsor of the 5 Reasons Sports Post Game Show, and that is Aggressive Insurance. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about the lovely Miss Lynette. If you have any insurance needs, then you need to make sure you give this woman a call at 954-581-8800 or visit her website at www.insurancebylynette.com. If you mention 5 Reasons when you go there, she will give you a free vacation voucher to the destination of your choice. Again, that's Miss Lynette, Aggressive Insurance, 954-581-8800. And you may also visit the website at www.insurancebylynette.com. Want to thank our sponsor in the show. And we're going to continue to move through this program. Let's give a little talk about the man, Timothy Herro. Folk, listen, bro. I have never seen one of my agendas go up in flames so disastrous.
Are you wearing the jersey?
The brand is cooked.
Oh, I've been wearing it since the beginning of the show, Gad. I don't even want to waste no time getting it on.
Do you watch games in the jersey now?
Oh, bro, I feel like I got to steal. You know what I mean? I feel like I got it before he actually ascends to becoming one of the top 10 players under 25 in the NBA. The man is 22 years old, 21, 22, however old he is. And right before our very eyes is carrying a number 1 seed for stretches of a basketball game. This offense looks lifeless. You throw Tyler Herro in there. They give him a little trouble for about 4 or 5 minutes. Then he figures it out, and then off he goes. Heather Klein, thank you for the $4.99 dono. She said, at what point against better teams will Spo expect Lowry to make some shots? Does a lot of bitching for 2 or 4 points. Yo, that's a bar.
Fired.
That is a bar,
Wait,
Heather Klein.
At what point against better teams will Spo expect Lowry to make some shots? Does a lot of... Whew!
That's a bar.
I can't wait to get on that guy, but yeah.
Oh, my bad. Top 10 and no sinning. Now we giving him Bam nickname? Get out of here, man. Look at y'all stay trying to take shit from black people. I can't stand it, bro. Can we have anything? Anything? Guess not. Kane Threat, we know the boy Himothy Herro is your guy. Talk about my boy. Talk about what you're liking. Talk about how he just it's blossoming right before our very eyes, man.
I mean, him. That's all I gotta say is him. You know what I'm saying? The development, dog, in this, he's already developed the game this season, already solidified the 6th man of the year. What we're seeing from him post All-Star break, I mean, how much deeper can the bag get at this point? How much deeper can the bag get? He's actually finally found a little go-to move in that paint with the floater. He's finishing through contact. He's hitting tough shots. He's getting to the free throw line. His 3-point ball is falling. I mean, he is sparking this bench unit like we've never seen in Heat history. I mean, this guy is electrifying. I think he's gonna hit another gear in the playoffs. I'm at a loss for words for him at this point in time because we kind of expected this.
Boy. You're a fucking sicko.
Herro harder. I will say this though. He was definitely giving Garland a run for that money in that top 10 under 25 argument tonight. Garland, what did Garland finish with?
He had 24 on 4 makes.
Oh my God, he had 16 free. Garland had 16 free throws. I didn't even keep that.
First of all, I'm gonna tell you what else people might not have peeped about what Garland was doing. I don't like to talk about the other team much, but we were blitzing Garland, and he was turning the corner on us blitzing him.
He's so good. People like to hate on him because, like, oh, small guard, he's not Kyrie, whatever it may be. He's a wizard with the ball in his hand. And then as soon as he realized that Duncan Robinson was on the floor in the second quarter, it was okay. Bring 55 over here. Bring 55 over here. Bring 55 over here. And then the Heat stopped letting him switch that in the second half, so he had to pass the ball. Garland's a damn good player, man. But Herro's also a damn good player. Continue.
Yeah. No, I'm basically finishing on my point. I mean, what we seen from Herro this second half, and I think we're gonna see another gear in this playoff run. I mean, what more can we ask from him at this point? Honestly.
Nothing. And I don't think we should. I don't think we should ask for anything more from him. If he gives us more, then I would not be surprised. Because I'm turning the corner. Like, it's like I cannot deny what my eyes are showing me on this basketball court, man. This man is literally pulling his offense by himself on his fucking back, like at points in this game where we really need it. And that's undeniable. So you're not gonna sit up. I mean, you can try and argue with Herro about me nowadays, bro. You're going to get a very different argument than you would have got a year ago. Gabriel Cartagena, talk about Tyler Herro's game tonight, bro.
No, Herro, like, Threat alluded to it, but, like, the amount of improvement from day one of this season till now is honestly absurd to me. Like, he made a leap going into the season, and I feel like there were some things that were unsustainable, right? It was like he was shooting, like, 45% on, like, pull-up threes and, like, 56% on pull-up twos earlier in the year. And now it's like, okay, maybe those aren't the best shots to take at all times. I'm just going to take Isaac Okoro to the rim and get an and one. I'm just going to take Evan Mobley into the paint and I'm going to hit a pull-up mid-range. I'm just going to take Lauri Markkanen and D. Wade off the dribble and hit a floater. Like, it's...
Don't you ever say that again. You are terrible. Yo! Fly from the... Oh, my boy, Alejandro Villavegas! My man, what's going on, my boy? How you doing?
What's up, guys? I said, you know what? Let me say hi to the people. You know, I'm never here late, so why not?
Appreciate it. So tell us what you saw from inside the arena, man.
Yeah. I sent Ethan, go work, man. You work for us, so go work.
That's right.
I'm gonna go have some
That's
fun.
right. Make sure you give us some of that money too, Alejandro.
Yeah.
Get them together out there.
That's the idea. We're trying to get some money for everybody. You know what? You know what was funny tonight? Bam Adebayo scored 30 points, and it was like 2 minutes left, and Ethan's like, "Whoa, Bam has 28 points." I'm like, "Yeah." It was like a weird 28 points for him. I don't
It
know.
was easy. He didn't have to
Yeah,
work for
yeah,
it.
yeah,
He hit 2 jumpers. That's it.
yeah. I don't know if you guys felt the same watching the game, but sometimes it looked like he works so hard to get to it, and he just has like, I don't know, 12 to 14, 16 points. Today it was like just like it was just flowing everything for him. But the rest of the team, at some points, it was rough. The second quarter on defense was just awful. But other than that, I mean, it was great. Max Strus with a couple of huge 3s in key points of the game as well. When the Cavs, I mean, that the beginning of the third quarter reminded me a little bit of last season when the Heat struggled a little bit in the beginning of the second half, but then
And then it took off.
yeah, they picked it up, and after that, it was just a good game for the Heat at the end. But I don't know, it was fun. It was fun, a fun atmosphere. The crowd started leaving when there was like 4 minutes left. They were ready to go party. It's Friday night in Miami. They were late. They left early. Yeah. I mean, you know Miami. You know how
Yes,
we
it
are.
did. Yes, it did. I do want to talk about something real quick, and I want you to stick around for the conversation, Alejandro. Kyle Lowry thing, bro. We have to talk about this man.
He complains so much, man. And when you watch it here live, it's so funny because he's just complaining the entire game.
Yeah, and somebody said in the comments earlier, like he ain't doing enough.
I don't know.
I don't know
how he does it. I know his teammates love him, and I guess we love him too as a player, whatever. But it's just unbelievable. I mean, he should have gotten that technical foul in the first half. He was just barking at the refs after every single play, and I was like, man, I don't know how they have so much patience. Probably because he's a veteran, they don't have the same patience with the guys like, I don't know, Duncan Robinson or somebody else. But yeah, I mean, he's complaining a lot during the game. But you know what? At the same time, he organizes the offense. So, I mean, you get what you can, I guess.
For sure.
That's where we're at. Get what you can.
Yeah,
I mean, he did have 10 assists today. So
no, sure. The assists are nice, but yeah, how do we get to the point in the season where, at one point we were expecting all these great things from Kyle Lowry, and now you get what you can, and we expect it to live it. Like how long? Wait, hold on, Alejandro. We'll come back around to you. We're going to Gat first. Gat.
Yes.
How do we get here? How do we get to all these expectations from Kyle to now you get what you can and you live with it?
So I'm not all the way sure, right? Because I watch the games and there are opportunities for Kyle Lowry to contribute as a scorer, and he simply just does not take those for better or for worse. I don't know. It's frustrating to watch at this point because there are moments when the offense mucks up and we're saying, okay, you're a floor general. Well, part of a floor general is also knowing when to assert yourself, when to try to get your own bucket, and I think he's struggling with that a little bit, which is weird because he's been one of the elite floor generals in the NBA for quite a while now, and he runs a really good offense. He has the track record, right? And we have a good offense. It's just there's moments where it gets ugly, and you say, okay, Kyle, go get a pull-up mid-range. Try to take someone to the rim. Break down the defense a little bit. And I feel like he's just saving himself, which is a weird thing to say because you're at, game 65 in the season or something. But there's no way he can be doing this forever. I hope this is probably the least aggressive Kyle that we get because he took 3 shots, was it?
Got 4. It was 1 for 4.
God bless his soul. He took 1 more than I expected. But yeah, it's just frustrating watching him kind of just flow through the game because Jimmy and Bam are prone to doing that too. And I understand Bam had it going, but there was a moment in that second quarter where it was ugly. He was on the floor with Herro and Depot, and Herro had already gone on his run, and there was zero assertion. It was okay, let's give the ball to Dedmon. Let's see what Strus can do. Just take some shots. It's okay.
Was that Ethan just walked behind you, Alejandro?
No, Ethan's in the press conference room right now.
Boo, he's not doing the job. Threat. Talk about Kyle Lowry, what presence he has, lack thereof. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm gonna have to put Kyle Lowry on the hibachi grill right about now because I gotta cook this guy. In the last 3 games, 32 minutes he's played. 1 for 4, 1 for 3, and 0 for 3. I mean, the assist numbers are nice to see. I mean, that's cool and all. but this kind of scoring output is not what this team needs. You know what I'm saying? I think we need a little bit more from Kyle, and I think we expect a little bit more from Kyle. If he's not 100% on go, there's another guy on the bench named Gabe Vincent who is on 1,000, who's ready to go out and play. And I've been killing I killed Gabe Vincent all season, but if Kyle's going to look like this, I have no problem with those minutes going to Gabe Vincent.
But wait a second. Are you really going to take Kyle Lowry out to put Vincent, I don't know, for more minutes during the game?
It depends. What kind of Kyle Lowry are we getting? Are we getting early season Kyle Lowry, or are we getting post All-Star break Kyle Lowry? Because it's two different Kyle Lowrys that
he had a good stretch after the All-Star break.
Well, at the beginning of the season, he was terrible, and like we were looking at him to be kind of like our second shooter in that starting lineup behind Duncan Robinson. Like
that's all I want. That's all I want.
Right there with Duncan, just not.
But that's what I'm saying, Alejandro. Like, so where are you on the Kyle Lowry thing? Like, are you fine waiting on him to kind of come around to what we think he can be, or
when you're looking into a playoffs run, you have to look for guys with experience as well. You're not gonna just throw Gabe Vincent into those particular matchups right away. At least, maybe he can play some minutes, but I think he's gonna play anyway. He's also going through personal stuff. You don't know if that's affecting him or not. We never really know. Maybe he's just. Maybe that's just part of the plan. We don't. We'll have to ask Spoelstra if that's what's going on, or if he's just not comfortable right now. The same happened with Depot today. There were like 3 or 4 plays when I was like, shoot the ball. You're right there, and he was just not confident enough yet, I guess. It's part of getting back to basketball. But going back to the Lowry thing, I think you have to stay with experience. Unless the first series is just trash, which I doubt it.
He'll be fine. I'm confident Kyle come playoff time.
No,
I don't think he's talking about replacing Kyle Lowry as a starter. I'm thinking he's saying like in moments where he's playing like this, we have Gabe Vincent as an option.
When he had 4 fouls early in the third quarter, I thought Gabe was going to come in.
Like Gabe was going to get some minutes.
It was almost like he purposely picked up that 4 foul, bro. It's like he didn't want to be out there, bro. And that's what I'm alluding to.
It did. I agree.
And then he got the 5th one as well, right? So
he picked up a 5th.
I don't know.
No, I think he ended the game with 4 fouls.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. But still, Vincent only played the last minute just to play the rest of the game. But he should have gotten more minutes today for sure.
No, for sure. I think he should have got some ticket. While we have Alejandro in here, I want to make sure he's here to witness me telling y'all to do this. Everybody watching this video, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the 5 Reasons Sports YouTube channel. All the content that you will need about your South Florida sports will be here on this network. So please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all tell Ethan that I do this shit every night to try and help out whatever the algorithm is. People keep saying that word to me, and I have no clue what it is. I'm essentially a young boomer.
I think it came from Space Jam 2. It was
Al
Dom
G,
James
rhythm.
and Dom
Don
Cheadle.
Cheadle. Yeah, I feel it. Let's talk about Dwayne Dedmon a little bit because I find his game to be hilarious. Dwayne Dedmon. All right, Alejandro, man, we appreciate you for jumping in, brother.
Have a good night, guys. I love you.
You do the same. Appreciate it. I do want to talk about Dwayne Dedmon a little bit because his game is hilarious, bro. He's just getting in there to slap the shit out of people like he's Bernie Mac in the movie with Chris Rock where he get off the train and just slap the shit out of motherfuckers all the way down the platform, bro. But he's better than Yurt 7. Like, we can't play Yurt 7. Are you guys cool with what Dedmon is doing? Can we expect more? I don't know. Dwayne Dedmon.
Yeah. Recently we've been getting his best Chris Silva impression, where it's like, listen, dog, I'm gonna come in and I have 6 fouls to use. I'm not gonna tell you how many minutes it's gonna take. I'm not gonna do shit for you, but those 6 fouls will be there by the end of the game. You can count on that, and that's really what he did tonight. Listen, I like that he plays with a mean streak. But ever since he had that back issue, whatever it may be, his minutes have been super inconsistent. And there's good moments. There's moments where he'll dominate on the boards. He'll block some shots, whatever, like he did the other night against, who was it, the Suns or the Rockets? I don't know. It's all the same to me at this point. But you want more from Dedmon? I think this is just, it kind of solidifies that he isn't solidified in the playoff rotation. He, in addition to I'll say Max, Gabe, Markeith, when healthy, who should be coming back soon enough. I think we got that report. I mean, the report was out there. I don't know.
I believe when I see it. I haven't seen the report, so that's.
It was Tim Reynolds who.
Oh.
He should know, right? But anyways, Dedmon's going to be very matchup dependent in the playoffs. So, like, against Joel Embiid, you will have him in to match the physicality of a Joel Embiid. And just foul him 3 times, honestly. That's all you need him doing that. And just keep things hard on him. But there's going to be moments where you're not going to have to play Dedmon in the playoffs. Ideally, you want to see more production. Like, this isn't ideal. You don't want someone that is just a stretched out version of Chris Silva on the floor right now. Like, there was a stark drop-off between when Bam was on the floor to when Dedmon came on the floor. Because when Bam was on the floor, if he plays full 48, we probably win this game by 30, 35 plus. Like, we were so much better than the Cavs. Then when Dedmon came on the floor, I mean, Evan Mobley looked like an improved Chris Bosh, which is an unbelievable thing to be saying for a 20-year-old. But you just need more from Dedmon. I think he'll be all right. Maybe needs a couple rest days here and there. You have the luxury, so if you need to rest him, I mean, you can. We just need more from Dedmon. Pretty simple.
Yeah. Threat, Dedmon.
I mean, there's not much really damn to say about Dwayne Dedmon. He's picking up a shit ton of fucking fouls. His fucking rebounds are kind of mirroring his fouls. I mean, you look at the last couple games, 6 personal fouls tonight. Not the Phoenix game, but the game before that, 4 personal fouls. You had 5 personal fouls in the Brooklyn game. I mean, he's just stringing off these fouls. Have we been seeing the offensive fouls lately from the screens, the moving screen fouls, or all these?
I've been saying defensive fouls.
These are all defensive fouls.
He's setting good screens. It's just now he's slapping the shit out of players on layups.
I mean, I don't know if maybe he needs to go on a little rest for this playoff run too. I don't know.
He got a break.
I don't know what the hell the answer is to fixing what the hell's going on.
He needs to do like some yoga on the beach or something. Like give him his own spring break on. He needs to relax a little bit. Like I like his edge, but like he just comes in. He's Street Fighter. Like it's unreal. He's out here mashing at buttons. It's not defense. He's just X square triangle circle combos. Like that's where we're at right now. But he'll be fine. But there's some frustrating moments. There's some really frustrating moments.
Yeah, I think boy playing prison ball.
Exactly.
For sure. That's what he out there doing. Let's talk about the boy.
He wear black Air Force Ones next game.
And khakis, bitch. Like that's what he does.
What would you do if Dedmon pulled up in cargos and Air Force Ones? No shirt.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what he wears regularly.
That's a double tech at the jump. That's a double tech. The minute the game starts, just send him out. That's a threat to security right there.
With a do-rag, man. Strus gave us some good minutes tonight. I thought that was pretty encouraging for somebody who he's been kind of like, I don't know. Like I think he's been kind of working himself back into a solid option as a shooter. Mm-hmm. He had a bad stretch, but he's coming back around. That motherfucker is not shy though. He will shoot any fucking thing. Shout out to Greg Popovich. He broke the NBA win streak for coaches. He never coached for the Heat, so fuck him too. But Threat, let's talk about Max Strus. You like that? You like what you see from that boy?
Come on, man. You know this a Max Strus stand account, man. I really like what Strus has been giving us lately. When the minutes are there, he's produced. He had 20 against Brooklyn the other night as well. When he's on the court, good things tend to happen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he can kind of mirror the success of the other guy who's also on the court, who's a starter. I feel like, it's same coin, different face of the coin, different side of the coin, like Kendall says. So I like the production that we get from Strus. Something that we get from Strus that we don't really see from Duncan is the rebounding aspect. You have games where he has 5 to 7 rebounds. It's the little things like that and the little hustle plays I think we also see from Strus a little bit more than other guys in the rotation. So I like to see Strus minutes, man, and he's not scared to pull that confidence on one thou wow. So keep putting him in the game. Let him keep getting these late stretch games. Let him keep getting these minutes before this playoff run, and let's see where he takes us from there.
Yeah, one thing my boy Christian Carter's for the 199 done. He said Dedmon, Maine, Zangief, Brawley, and Bowser the Mash. Exactly. That boy Zangief used to powerbomb the shit out you. Gad, Max Strus.
The only way I can really describe his play style is I know damn well that Max Strus, when he goes at the end of the season, he's not watching anyone's highlights but himself. that is for damn sure. This man wakes up and he probably has his own face as his background on his phone. And listen, I love it. I love the confidence. I love the way that he plays basketball. Like, sometimes it's really frustrating. Like, you're like, damn, bro, you don't need to take 8 shots in a row. But also, at the same time, he's such a good shooter that when he's pulling it, it is welcome when maybe Duncan isn't having the best game and you need someone to just come in and give you a spark. I think Brady tweeted...
That motherfucker did a step back, bro. It went in.
Oh yeah, no, like he's one, like, I will never say that a player's bag is too deep, especially once like you get to the NBA. But his bag might be too deep for his own good because the degree of difficulty that he tries on some of these shots is like there's no reason for you to do like a cross punch dribble and step back for a mid range. What?
Yo, he comes in sometimes and pulls from half court as if he had the green light his whole life, and like he's on a hot streak. That's his first shot attempt. You pulled that bitch from half?
It's unreal. It really is unreal. Look, we got that boy needs some milk. # hold him down. Saying Dion Waiters' level of confidence, but with shooting. Like that's literally what it is. Like the level of confidence is unbelievable. And to Thousand Eyes 85's point.
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes we need someone to just shoot the damn ball. And Strus, for better or for worse, he's willing to shoot the damn ball, and he's good at it. So, like Brady alluded to it, the perfect role for him is like if shit's going south in a playoff game, you have a horrible second quarter, you have a horrible start to a third quarter, just put him in, let him jack 3 threes, and see if he can go 3 of 3. Because if he does, you're probably in the game, and if he doesn't, you're gonna lose anyways. So that's where we're at with Strus, but he's playing himself into a playable option. I think he's played a little. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, guys, but I think he's played a little bit better defensively since his role was limited, since he hasn't been playing 30 minutes a game or whatever, 25 plus minutes a game. He's starting to understand things a little bit better on defense, which I do appreciate. That type of improvement, if it can carry over from season to season, then maybe you have someone that can be a starter next year.
For sure. Julber, I think this question is harder for me than it would be for the other two because I mean the best answer is like you'd rather have the Tyler Herro, transition 3. But I just don't like it. I don't fucking like it. And nothing, no matter how many times that bitch make it, I'm never gonna fucking like it. Yeah, let's talk about the next game tonight. Y'all make sure y'all like this video. Somebody said we had 66 likes earlier. Let's try to get this video up to 150 likes. We're doing this shit on a night where we could be asleep. It's Friday night for us too, bitch. Like, man, I mean, or playing Peppers.
There you go.
So we got the Timberwolves coming in here tomorrow at 8:00 p.m. Yeah, the boy feeling good?
The boy feeling good. And listen, the Timberwolves have been playing really good basketball. I just think this is a game that the Heat have to get up for. They both played, so there's no excuse. The Timberwolves, if anything, are on a rest disadvantage because they're driving all the way flying from Orlando all the way to Miami. God bless their souls. The Heat should win this game. I don't care how good the Timberwolves are playing. You have more talent than them. You need a better game from Kyle Lowry. Hopefully PJ Tucker can get on track from 3. And then everybody else kind of just do what you're doing. They should be good. This is a good team they're playing against. I want to see them beat 2 playoff caliber teams on back-to-back nights. It seems like a lot to ask, but I think they're just better. They should win this game. And Jimmy should assert himself. I know Jimmy, I feel like he struggles against Minnesota. And ever since he's come here, he's kind of struggled against Minnesota. I would like to see Jimmy have like a 25, 5, and 5 night or something like that.
I would like that too. Juba, bro, I told you earlier, bro, the brand is cooked, okay, bro? The brand is over with, bro. Magic beating Timberwolves with Bombo scoring 27. They will face another Bam. Don't you dare in your fucking life compare Bam to Mo Bamba again. Another thing, Bam needs to stop pump faking. He settles for the worst shot. I don't know what you were looking at tonight, but
I think he means on the jumpers. On the jumpers.
Okay, I was about to say he had
because that I will agree with.
Place.
He had Mobley slipping and sliding all over the court tonight. It was He never does that. He was using the rim to protect himself, and he was using pump fakes to draw fouls. It was cool to watch Bam. He was in his bag under the rim tonight, which we never see.
He was moving them whores out the way and said, "Give me this fucking ball. I'm finna dunk it in your fucking face anyway." Oh, my boy, Jinwell Bolandres with the $2 He said, "Does Royal love Herro enough to play Finals MVP?" No, I do not. I will never in my fucking life say Tyler Herro is going to be the Finals MVP until Tyler Herro actually wins a Finals MVP. All right, if this team wins, Tyler Herro is probably third on my list of people who will win Finals MVP.
I mean, it's third is like that's not impossible though.
No, it's not. Like, but I'm saying I believe Jimmy and Bam would be the two primary people who will win Finals MVP. And then Tyler's right behind them in terms of somebody who has a chance to win it. In terms of chances,
no love for Duncan.
Hell no.
Will he get a finals appearance?
I've been finna have 2 DMP coaches.
Oh God!
Hey, he talking about finals, man. Get your ass
healthy scratch.
You said what, Dan? You said that perfectly, but Josue was hard for me. What, Jen Will? Because Jen Will been in the comments before. I'm talking to Juba right now. Jen Will been in the comments before, and I've actually had him tell me his name, so I know how to say it. But next game playing against the Timberwolves, threat. Let me let you get your yawn out. The boy feeling good. Yeah. I'm sorry I was boring you to sleep.
No, the boy is feeling. I'm feeling good. I'm not gonna lie. The boy feeling good because at the end of the day, it's still the Timberwolves. I seen a dude throw up a crazy thing on Twitter today, talking about how the Timberwolves. It was like a picture of Jimmy Butler. How he said they need him to win. And like the Timberwolves are 38-30 this season, 31 now since they just lost. And Timberwolves fans are saying that we never needed Jimmy, but it only took 5 years for that graphic to pop up, which is crazy. They've been down bad for a long time. So the Timberwolves have been scoring lately, dog. They put up like 130 in like 4 of the last 5 games, or like very close to it. So I want to see.
They had 110 tonight.
Oh, they had 110 tonight. But I want to see.
Gave up 118.
I want to see what our defense is going to look like. Can we hold them? Can we stifle them a little bit? Great little tune-up test. So I want to see us come out with a little defensive intensity because if we slip up, if we let up, they will probably end up getting a dub on us because they have been on a hot streak. They're 5-1 in the last 6. So we'll see what happens. I'm confident Jimmy Butler is due for another big game, especially against them. So let's get the ball rolling, man. The boy feeling good.
For sure. Manny, get your ass in here because I know you're a Karl Anthony Towns lover boy. I want to let you defend your boy, Manny. The boy feeling good.
Listen, man. It's been a year where Karl Anthony Towns once again just has to prove certain people wrong, but
it ain't gonna happen fucking tomorrow.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen tomorrow.
It's not gonna happen tomorrow. No, but Anthony Edwards, I do expect him to have a bounce back game. I know tonight they didn't do so well against the suck ass Magic. So
I can't believe they lost to the Magic.
I do want to see the matchup with Ant and Jimmy because it did get chippy earlier in the season. Yeah. So I do want to see.
So one thing I realized when it comes to Ant, when he plays vets that could actually guard him on the post and do like the things he does, gets a little bit very like, okay, I'm going to try to see if I can get you one. And if I get you one, then my athleticism, I know for sure, is going to outman you, right? And then that's the young man's mentality. Jimmy can kind of do his little thing of getting into his ears and making him feel like, he ain't shit. So you never know.
Want to thank our boy, the boy Simba. My man Simba for the $4.99 don't know. He said the boy feeling good. He said fuck the Wolves for sure. Great win tonight. I see another dub tomorrow. Easy. What's that? A horse? Horse players only leaving with a smile. Stop it.
That's a wolf.
That's a wolf.
Let me put
you don't have an iPhone, Royal?
I don't have this shit on full screen. I have a Mac. Don't try me, Manny. I have the iPhone.
No, but
13
that's the
Pro.
friggin'
I have the
wolf
iPhone
emoji.
13 Pro Max with 1 terabyte of memory. Okay, I'm not doing this off. I'm not doing this off my phone. I'm doing this on my computer. Okay, but no, I didn't have it full screen. It looked like a fucking dog or a horse. But yeah, Wolves player going to Tootsies. I'm fucking with it. As y'all know, Manny didn't give y'all what y'all supposed to tell you, but he finna blow that shit out. Fuck is Manny talking about? We finna have the boy Karl Anthony Towns in shambles. He gonna have 3 points, 1 rebound, 6 fouls. You crazy. Bam finna lock that hole up. And then your little ant boy, he finna get his ass tore up too by Jimmy Butler. Who else y'all got on this clusterfuck of a roster? Let me put.
I want to see if
Beasley?
Morris makes a return
Beasley?
Tomorrow?
Big Beasley.
I don't think so. Vic
No,
Beasley.
no, he's out. Okay.
He's out.
Yeah, I mean, but nah, I think the Heat are gonna win. I think they're gonna win easily.
What happened to D'Angelo Russell? Is he hurt?
No, D'Angelo Russell played 39 minutes tonight and scored 13 points. Yeah,
Man, that's always been the inconsistency with that kid, man, or that guy.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
hey,
fucking
listen,
celery.
he don't play for the Heat, and he finna get his ass stomped on tomorrow. So, thank you guys in the comments as always for joining us, making the show much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to my man Threat, my man Gadiel, Alejandro Villavegas making a nice little cameo, and the boy Manny rejoining his home team one time. Manny, you're not a king. I just did that because Threat did it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we got another game tomorrow, so y'all make sure y'all come back and y'all join us. I ain't said this in a long time, so I'm ready. Play the video, Manny.